What's good, G's? Your boy Coach Davis is back. We outside taking a walk on my lunch break at work. For me, for those that don't know, I do security in the projects in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. We live from Brooklyn. What's the word? Word! What's the word? We out here though. It's like 4 in the morning. I guess I could give y'all a life update. Talk about female nature. We talk about the red pill. We talk about just life of Coach Davis being in a relationship. For me? Now, where do I start? I guess I could start with the life update. Let's start there. Now, I'm a vegan right now, and I'm on that, and I'm not changing my mind like last time for the day one G's that know. I was a vegan before, but then I decided to change my mind, but we not doing that this time. I'm dead serious about this. And shout out to Wifey. Got the motivation and the inspiration from her too. My beautiful wifey been a vegan for a long time, and we decided to be vegans together. We a veganary couple. Whoa! Whoa! I got the vegan energy. That's a high vibrational diet. You gotta be on timing for that type of diet. I'm telling you. You gotta be ready for something like that. It's a huge step to just let go of all that. But when you do, you start to look back at all of that stuff that you was eating, and trust me. But that's a whole nother time. We ain't got to get too deep into that. To each his own. I already know you got the dudes that think the vegan is this, is that. We not about to get into all that. To each his own. Right? It's not masculine to be arguing with somebody, trying to convince somebody of why what they doing is wrong. Just do you. Don't worry about who and he and whoa. Right? I'm also in trade school currently. Right? And I am taking up electrical, right? I am working towards becoming an electrician, right? The bag is serious with that. I make up to $100K a year doing that. So that's the vibes. That's what we doing. I'm gonna see what it's about. I'm gonna learn about it. I'm excited. And this is what we doing. I'm getting my driver's license. I'm on timing. I'm putting it in. I'm taking steps, I'm making sacrifices, I'm doing what I gotta do. It's a lot going on in the world. Your boy has been affected by some of the things that have been going on in the world, but the universe has been looking out for me. And that's something that's between me and the universe. I ain't even gonna go in too deep into that, right? What's next? We could talk about female nature and the red pill a little bit. Let's get Coach Davis back in his Coach Davis groove, right? I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a little while. One thing I gotta say about the red pill is this. And your boy is back. I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too, man. Love is love. War. Now, you can't sit here and tell me that a simp is a simp because he cared too much about a female, but you are living a whole new aura, new life, and new way of you gotta be a dom and you gotta dominate shorty. You gotta be this way. You gotta text her this way. You gotta act this way. Let me ask you a question. Who cares more about women, a simp or somebody that's red pill weird? Really think about that. For those that understand what they be talking about in the red pill community, about all of these things to watch out with women and why she think like this and why it's over for women. But are any of these dudes, are they in a successful, healthy relationship? So why is anybody taking advice from these people? It's not hard to be a YouTuber and to just go out here and maybe talk to women that don't know you and be a little successful and not really give yourself to somebody and be vulnerable and be you like a simp would. Be yourself. That's what the red pill community is afraid of. They're afraid of accountability, right? Do it make sense for you to always be in control 24/7? Like, what do that sound like to you? That sound like a narcissist. Why do you even want that much control over a woman? And number two, real control, real dominance, real masculinity is going to flow and is you. You can't fake that. You can't be that. So everybody that's watching these red pill videos really thinking that they getting game. The red pill community is doing to you what they doing to these females that's stuck on stupid that they get around. These little easy joints that they getting, thinking that they somebody because they could play with her mind a little bit. You don't get no reward for that. That's light. But you better be careful from the reward that you gonna get from the universe when you get kicked in the bottom of your behind for playing with people like that. Just because you done been through some whack with a couple shorties, you scared to death out here to be yourself now, so you red pill. Cut the bull. You talking to a real one right now. Cut the bull. I see right through that. I ain't gonna front the red pill in trouble. I keep talking this type of talk. I'm gonna just say that the red pill is in trouble because if I start coming for their neck, it's gonna be felt. And that's the goal. Because I ain't gonna front these dudes out here that's gonna continue to follow that red pill stuff. They are going down the wrong path. And the crazy part is that deep down they know that. I guess it's gonna take for somebody like me. Just talk my talk. That's how I view it. Because it's just from some of the people that be getting accepted from the talk that they talk, it just goes to show that this G's out here looking for a leader. I consider myself to be a leader, so it's time to lead with just telling the truth and letting y'all do you. That's all I can do, right? I guess those are some points I could think of off the top of my head, talking about the red pill, just like, yo, be yourself. A lot of times dudes just want to really, that red pill stuff, you just want to stand out to it. That's what that be. You know what's going to make you stand out to a girl you really like? Take the cape off. I ain't even going to say no more. You get around the one you really like, when you around her and y'all behind closed doors, take the cape off. Go hang it up and then go back and go chill with her. That's how you stand out. Take the cape off. Completely off. And you good. Now let me give y'all a little bit of an update about what it's been like for me to be in a relationship. Word. I've been in a relationship now for like 4 months. Serious. And of course, it's not perfect. I'm not about to sit here and try to, you know what I'm saying, make it seem like this the, you know, ain't nothing going on as far as like if we have like maybe, you know, just things that come with a relationship. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm going to keep it gangster, but we're not about to get too much into that because that's none of nobody's business. Because I love that girl with all my heart. That's my baby. I'm going to marry her. That's my goal. I ain't going to front. We working towards that. I only want her for me. So, I'm going to keep it gangster. What it's been like being in a relationship is that I've been learning some things that I want to share with y'all. Number one, as a man, don't get in no relationship if you ain't ready or if you don't understand these things that I'm about to tell you. Now, before you get in a relationship, you need to understand this. A woman will mirror you. However you act, whatever little things that you do, the small things that you don't realize that you do, she will mirror that. And if you don't truly understand yourself and things about yourself and things you do, then you're not going to understand the things that she's mirroring back to you, and then y'all will clash. That's why you must know yourself at least enough before you get into a relationship, because she will mirror the things that you put out. You can't fake the funk neither, G, because that's going to be felt, and that's the worst, and that's cringy. Nobody want to feel somebody being phony with them. For me, and that's what the red pill community is doing. They are deciding to fake the funk and be a certain kind of way as if this person is not a human being with an intuition, like they're not going to be able to maybe sense it or feel it in their gut that something ain't right or that person is not being authentic. It don't matter how strong your game is. Women is humans. G. You can't just do certain things and think it's going to be valid. Ain't no way with that red pill stuff that nobody can have a successful marriage, healthy, successful marriage or relationship. It don't even make sense. Because you supposed to just let it flow. That's how I feel. All of that trying to be a certain type of way, whatever. Like, you don't got to do none of that. For me? And why are you even going that hard? For me, it's, all that or all that, right? Now, all right, I'm losing the point real quick. Let me get back to I can't even walk this way because ain't no... It is this like a vlog or something. I'm just out here talking with y'all, right? Now, another thing you got to understand before you get in a relationship is that you got to know what you want. And another thing too is that, and all right, let me get into it. You got to know what you want. Now, a lot of times, all right, let me not say that because I feel like I lost the point I was about to make. So, what I could say, because I ain't gonna front, this relationship I'm in, it's hard to even explain, and I don't want to say too much. You feel me? So, what I'm gonna just tell y'all is that your boy is happy, and your boy is fulfilled. And listen, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? I'm gonna say this too. With just the being vulnerable. The reason why dudes want to be so dominant with a woman is because they're afraid of a woman wanting to take the upper hand and having leverage or something because you was vulnerable and they could have something on you or whatever. So what that goes to show is that most men in this world, most men in this world have the fear of abandonment. And because of that, you start to go out your way to do extra things to make people value you, or like, I ain't gonna front, it's delusional. It's delusional to believe that you could put on a cape and be somebody, like some sort of person for somebody to where they can value you. If anything, you can completely lose yourself like that doing that. G, do you know that? You can lose yourself doing that. Be yourself. That's the problem with the world in general. People don't just do that with women. People do that with just, things that they decide to do in their life. Whether it be somewhere they work at and you get swallowed by your job because you're not solid. So they gonna be having you do the runaround and you doing all the extra stuff, and you ain't got no ambition really to really go out here and just find something that you really want to do and go do something that you really passionate about. You got the scarcity mindset, and then your bosses and all that can smell that on you, and then they gonna use you. That's just the world we live in. And a predator's weakness is that he's afraid of being a prey, because he knows what it's like to be the predator, and he don't want to be on the other end of that. And there's two, a man could hurt a woman physically, but a woman could hurt a man psychologically just as strongly as he can hurt her physically. And this is what men don't talk about. And that's what they're afraid of. But see, what you realize in life is the things that you fear are usually the things that end up happening in your life, the things that you end up manifesting. So one thing that you got to realize with feelings that come over you and what you think is fear, you don't fear anything. You just have a feeling that comes over you that you don't understand. Maybe you getting downloads that you just don't understand right now. So you just need some time to process it. It's all about perspective. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like this is a real good raw video. It was some other points that I wanted to get into. So we talked a little bit about the red pill. I gave y'all a little bit of a life update. I guess we could talk a little bit more about my relationship. Okay, some things I learned about myself throughout this relationship I've been in with my girl is that sometimes I got bad nerves, right? So I'm in the trenches in Brooklyn, obviously. My shorty, she like 5'1", beautiful, feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the thought of like her being hurt in any kind of way, like, scares me, knowing that like what I would want to do to somebody, God forbid, if we out here in this dangerous environment and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got the paranoia, and she in the crib, I'm like, yo, I'm about to run to the supermarket. And I'm like, I want you to stay though. She'll want to come, and then I'll kind of be like, and then she'll feel that, and then it'll been times she probably, or I know for a fact she took it in the wrong kind of way, but it's really just like, that's why communication is important, because she'll see that as, but he don't want to be around me, or why he don't want me to come to the store with him, when really it's me. It's like, I just don't, like, I'm a different type, for those that know, like, you a different type of person with your shorty, like, you in that love energy, you kind of off balance, and then I'm out here in the field, in the trenches, I'm not really on my, for me. And then if I get on my joint, then I feel like I'm neglecting her when I could just be in our vibe and in our love vibe. I'm just not used to that, because I'm just in the trenches. I've been in the trenches my whole life, and I got to always be on wire. Like, I always got to be on timing. And with her, it's just like my nerves be bad sometimes. So I don't even be really wanting to go nowhere with her for real. And that's whack. And that's something that I'm learning about myself that I don't like, that I want to work on. It's just like, I guess, not worrying. I don't know if it's worrying, because it's realistic for me. We in the trench, anything could happen. But I don't know. Like, that's one thing I guess I could say. Another thing is, like this, you know, I think I've been treating this relationship like this is a very unique relationship. I ain't never experienced nothing like this with a woman ever, being this connected to a woman, how I feel connected to her. We done had some real life movie type of experiences. Like 2 weeks of our relationship, just 2 weeks of our relationship, and we've been together for about 4 months now. 2 weeks of our relationship, we could make a movie about that would be very lucrative, is how I could explain it. That's the best way to explain it without saying too much. And I'm talking about a jam-packed movie with everything that you would want to see in the movie, that'll keep you watching that whole movie and really get something out of that movie. Word. Like, it's like that. It's a very high vibrational relationship with a lot of experiences, with a lot of downloads, with a lot of shifts. And word, it's a great experience. I feel like this video is coming to an end now. I just wanted to check in with y'all. Everything good with me? I'm still on SR. I seen some dudes talking about it's over with for SR, this, that, and the third. Bruh, I don't want to say too much, but I've been active, and listen, I done been on some streaks for me, whatever. But right now I'm on day 7 for me. And we about to continue to go the distance, you feel me? And like when you active and all that, like it's definitely tough. But I ain't gonna front. It's a great accomplishment when you could do something like that and come out on the other side and still have your situation, still have your days going on, like, and to just like show her like how serious I am about being a better man and like taking my journey serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I advise, never fold on the things that you passionate about in a relationship, because you can't expect for somebody to respect that. You better stand on that, for me. But y'all already know I'm gonna holler at y'all soon. I just wanted to tap in with y'all for a few, let y'all know a few things. We could talk a little bit more real soon. Or I was off YouTube for a little month, but it feel good to be back. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon, man. Peace and love. Lone Wolf out.